Fair enough.
That's my breakfast done.
You're very warm. I don't know why. You want to...
It all goes on there.
Oh, no, that's the wrong way around. That's going to loosen you.
Oh, bro.
Oh, God. Camera death. Then you won't quite twist all the way around. So then what we're going to have to do is do you. To the right place. And then...
The what you don't see, eh?
This is the technical... Then have I done you too high? Because now... Hello? Yeah, we'll lower you down a little bit.
It's behind the scenes, this.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello.
God, they can see. To be fair, it doesn't look that. Oh no, yeah. As soon as I turn my head, I'm embarrassed for myself. Fucking hell, what have I done? I daren't hack away at it anymore. It's just, it looks bad from the side. It does. I can't deny it. Oh.
But your beat goes really quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, quite.
So you'll be fine.
By Joseph, it'll be pretty back to normal. Why is it just... It's saying it's focusing on you.
Yeah, but it's not. Dickhead.
What has gotten into you today?
What is he on?
Right. Oh.
M50 say you'd have him. It's focusing here, but not anywhere here.
Yeah.
Oi. Autofocus.
It feels like a different focus mode than it's
it
usually
doesn't feel
on.
like it's on autofocus. That hasn't changed it at all. What's going on?
I'm not...
Do you reckon your autofocus is broken?
I'd be fuming.
I'd kill myself.
What's going on? Oh, I'm genuinely baffled.
I'm
by
baffled.
that.
Because it's focusing here.
It's not even really focusing on you right now. Wait, I'm gonna... Right. You're back to being wonky again, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I did kind of fiddle with you a little bit. But like...
Oh, lucky camera stand. Yeah.
Now you're... Yes! Hello. Yes,
hello.
You're all good. My autofocus had an aneurysm, but now we're back. I can't lie to you, I was mildly stressed. By mildly, I was thinking, fuck, my fucking camera's gone down the fucking drain. But, well, fuck.
Panic over? That was really stressful.
I think we're all good now. You alright?
Yeah, I'm great. It's like, that was really stressful.
That's kind of like, I was kind of like ready. I was kind of thinking, yo, I got a lot of notes.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's the first time we've done a notes podcast, so I actually think we've got some notes we might be able to talk about. I don't know what you've got, but I've got some good stuff to talk about.
And now, yeah, we're trying through it. Yeah, stress. Woo! Oh yes. Me heart. I was just like googling it. Honestly, I can't even pretend like I didn't just like press a random button. It just kind of worked.
But you know, technology.
Something changed and it happened, and now I'm kind of like, yeah,
cool. We'll take it.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers,
Random button pressing does work.
That is what I've heard.
Yeah. Is that? Maybe I pressed it on the...
Maybe when you were turning it round.
I saw the clip and it worked. When I turned it round, I think I must have pressed that button. And then it's...
I'm going to look at what button it is in case my camera does the same thing. Oh, shit! My knee!
It is...
the AFMF there?
Yes.
Okay.
Which makes sense, because that...
Autofocus,
manual focus.
But, so yeah, just in case that happens to me, I don't have to have a mild aneurysm, I can...
Yeah! So that's a great start to the Mad Podcast.
Yeah.
Or in other words, that's a great start to the Mad Podcast. Hello and welcome. My nervous system is shot. To the Mediocre Best Podcast. I'm James. Nervous Skinner.
Fraser, Oliver. Those intros used to be so seamless. Like we used to really seamlessly transition into and now it is just... We need to get it done so we can start waffling.
Yeah, basically.
But you know.
Yeah, that was mildly stressful. A lot has happened since we've done... Because obviously, you know, last episode, the great Zaf, who I genuinely think has promoted that, because that podcast has done really well. That podcast done well. Thank you, Zaf.
And it was a fun... Come back on again.
Give us more views.
Get Atlas on.
Yes. That'd be a great podcast.
A word.
Yeah.
Is that for like the special? No, we're going to do like a massive...
Yes, do
fatty podcast.
7-man pod.
That would be mental.
Great. I'll just shut up at a certain point for once. I'll just be like, right, there's 6 other people here.
No point talking.
And Jess is speaking for half of it.
Mouthy cunt.
Fucking hell, we haven't even got into... I think that's 4 minutes of the podcast. We've said cunt. It's back to the good old days.
Yeah.
We tell ourselves off every time we swear.
Do you remember we tried to do an episode where we didn't swear? And it lasted like 30 seconds.
That was a good old chest that we were just like, oh my god, we've sworn again, fuck!
Yeah, that classic old, that old joke.
And now we're just like, yeah, you can't.
I just saw something. This isn't something that was on my notes, but I do want to talk about it because I've seen that McDonald's cup. And it's made me remember how we got that McDonald's cup.
Yeah!
Do you want to give us a bit of a story time on that McDonald's cup?
That was honestly an odd and honestly quite a stressful day.
It was so, I wasn't even involved and I was stressed.
So, me and Jess are like, yeah, fuck it, let's order some Mackies.
What'd you order? That's the important thing.
I went with 3 selects, medium
Good.
meal, the Fanta. I was feeling quite hungry today, so I got a double bacon cheeseburger with some mozzie sticks and an apple pie.
I love a Mackey's apple
I
pie.
think I also got coffee as well, because I was like,
I think you did.
I like Mackey's coffee. Yeah, so did that.
There are stages to this experience.
First of all, so Jess orders it through and is like, oh yeah, right, I'll order it off from Deliveroo, there's no Uber Eats. And I'm thinking, yeah, sure.
Basically, I tried to order, we got drunk and then tried to order a Mackey's breakfast, but it was just like, too far away. And basically it just means there's no like Uber Eats couriers in the area to take it. So I was like, I'll go pick it up. It seems like there is still, I've tried to order again, there is just no Uber Eats people. So you order it from Deliveroo. And I swear it takes like 10 times longer than it would on Uber Eats.
It took like 40 minutes. Like
it's outrageous. And Mackey's is about a 5 minutes drive down the road.
Yeah. It's kind of there on us, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Just fucking walking. But
yeah,
so that's like a 20-minute walk.
Yeah,
That's
so.
2 ways. Your food will get cold.
Yeah, by the time you get back here after 40 minutes, your food's
Have
frozen.
some
Come
fucking
on!
sympathy.
I love that no one was probably dissing that at all, and we just really defended ourselves there.
Yeah, that's kind of a mad podcast, though. So then, finally comes, and pretty immediately eyebrows are raised when I look at the drinks bag and I see, like, well, it looks like a slush puppy.
And then Jess whacks out the food and there's a Happy Meal.
It's like a Happy Meal.
Which I've not seen a Happy Meal in fucking years.
That was 2 Big Macs. I ain't ordering no Big Mac.
I ain't ordering no Big Mac.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
See? Halloween.
Is that a Halloween film specifically?
The songs she's got in Halloween because ghosts in it. I love Ghostbusters. What a great film.
Yeah.
First one's great. Second one's shit. I haven't seen the new one with Paul Rudd though. I haven't seen that one.
Not sure I really care.
It's on Netflix, I think.
About Ghostbusters Afterlife, not your opinions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it, but I don't know if I want to because the original one's so good. I love I grew up with the original Ghostbusters. My dad loves the original Ghostbusters film.
So after we get like a completely wrong order,
But me and Parker were thinking about ordering Mackies, and then we didn't need to. Because I was like, I'll just have a Big Mac and fries then. I'm sorted. Class.
Because they basically then turned around and said, yeah, we've completely botched your order, we're going to get it re-delivered. Which was fine. Then they spilt half the fucking thing the next time.
This poor man. It was the same man that
same
bought us the
driver.
wrong order. It's so embarrassing already.
And then this bloke just turns
Stuff
up.
everywhere. I'm talking the chicken selects fell out. Jess got some nuggets. They were on the floor.
Like,
The
I
coffee-
had half of my Coke
half
and
of coffee,
half
half
of my...
of Fanta. It was all... because what happened, the coffee was already spilt. Jess goes to pick up one of the paper bags. The coffee had obviously spilt on that, so picks it up and the bottom just gives way. And I'm like, how... This is like a series of unfortunate events, Mackey's edition. How has this fucking happened? It was such a chain of events. And I was like, so it takes 40 minutes for the food to get here for it to be the wrong food. I got a free meal. And then, when the food does arrive, pretty much all of it is spilt in one way or another. Was it worth it, though?
No, it wasn't in the end, I don't think. I think it was actively just too stressful and...
It looked very fucking stressful.
But
we did get extra Mackey's Monopoly bits.
yes, we did.
And I got through it, and I was scanning them into my phone. But you can only do like 20 a day, I think. It only scanning 20 a day. In case you're like in the you're a Mackey's employee, going through just scanning all of them.
Are we doing well?
So, we are to be fair, and the good thing is, I didn't know this, but when you scan it onto the app, it gives you another, like, digital peel.
Yeah.
So, basically, you scan that, and it's just another Monopoly thing. So, you can win stuff, you can get another property, and I'm like, class. And if you scan one you've already got, you can swap it for either another property, or a chance to be put in, like, a 100k prize draw. So, a couple of them have put for, like, the 100k. Yes, if we can get as many draws from that as possible, that'd be sick. But no, it's really good. And you can see them all on there, so I was like, class. Now we can just... Because I remember last year, we didn't redeem any of the stuff. And then, I think it was on the day it ended, like the day before it ended, we just went to Mackey's and just had a hodgepodge of just a load of shit that we had to use. So I was like, I'm not... But we've got like hash browns, bacon flatbreads up there, muffins. I'm like...
I think the aim is, you know, what we fun is, like, we can go at breakfast time at some point, like, everyone can, like, get, like, a substantial nice thing. And then we go again at, like, a lunchtime and everyone can get, like, a substantial nice thing.
Well, we got 2 sets of the browns, so that means you got 2 medium meals. Which is sick. Yeah. Mackey's.
We can fucking it's not rinsing them. They know.
It's not. They know exactly what
they are making. So much
I've
money.
actively ordered more Mackey's this month than I would have usually done because of McDonald's, because of Monopoly. Like actively, if I go, do I want McDonald's? Usually I go, I could probably talk myself out of it. But now I go, do I want McDonald's? Monopoly.
Yeah. I'll probably have eaten more Mackey's this month. But I'm not sure if it's just.
You know what they should do? The one thing is they don't do it on the breakfast.
Yeah, not at all. It's weird.
They should, because that would be...
Well, surely if you ordered a Coke at breakfast time, then...
Oh, yeah, no, on a drink they do, but, like, on the other shit they don't.
Yeah, right. It's like when you just, like, order, like, a little burger, and it's like, they whack one of
if it's not... To be fair, I was going to say if it's not in a box, but even, like certain, 20 nuggets, you don't get it. Certain burgers, you don't get it on. I'm like, just whack on everything on out.
I think it must be like meals. I think that's what it is.
I guess
if you can order it as a meal, it's got something on it.
Yeah, that's probably true. But then the Big Macs didn't have it on.
No, they didn't actually.
Who knows?
So it's odd.
It is weird, but it's so much fun.
But the Selects do have them.
Selects do.
Which, you know, well, what a shame. I have to get myself some chicken Selects.
I love a chicken Select.
I alluded to it earlier. I had a bit of a fucking... So I was just like looking at my beard the other day and I was thinking, you know what? Like, I don't want to make 2 changes, but I just want to get like a little like trimmer. Just so I can kind of like, you know, just like a barber that you just like put on the right end and then you just
tidy it up a bit.
Neaten it up a little bit. You know, I don't need like the Uber Eat bit. It looks fine here. As soon as it's patchy as fuck right now. It needs a couple of, it needs a week or so to not look shit. So I'm just gonna have to wait a bit of time before I actually like my face again. So basically, what I did was I went and I saw one in Boots. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Luckily, it wasn't like a big expensive one. I think so. I saw the attachments on it. I was like, oh yeah, right. So I'll put on the biggest attachment and then try it. Just without thinking it through that the biggest attachment is still only 8mm. I've got a fucking massive beard and I'm going to cut it down to less than a centimetre. Straight away. I just didn't think it through. Did one side and was like,
shit.
Fuck, that is tiny. And then kind of had to like course correct all over my face, kind of. I'm glad I didn't start in the middle.
Yeah.
So at least I can keep a little...
You've got the saviour that is the goatee at the moment.
I still had to hack it down a bit, but like...
it's a saviour, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like...
I think if your chin as well was like the sides, I think
we'd be
in trouble.
There'd be L, be fat L.
But luckily it'll be alright by Joseph because you've got 3 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be alright by Joseph.
That feels weird. We've got 3 weeks till Joseph. That's kind of scary. And we haven't run the show yet.
I haven't told my parents that that there's going to be the Inception. Will they have to? Well, they probably.
Well, what I'm thinking is they're probably going to wait by the stage door. I know my parents will obviously go and talk to Parker's parents. Things as I know my mum and your dad know each other, so there might be a little sort of... It's like this. It's going to be... And then when we all come out, we're going to be close to each other. It's going to be strange. Do we know if Jess's parents are definitely coming?
Supposedly, yes.
This is... On the Wednesday! Fucking hell.
I've just thought of something,
This is going to be mental.
This shows how little I actually communicate with my parents. My parents don't know that Jess lives with us.
My parents don't know that Jess lives with us. I've just realised that. Oh yeah, my parents don't even know. My parents don't know you're
That's
here.
just how little I talk to my parents.
No, because I literally talked to my mum yesterday. I just don't talk about you.
Right, that's more of an L than mine. At least
I literally talked to my mum about my new laptop yesterday.
Like, I haven't talked to my mum on the phone or anything since you've moved in.
Hey, I don't really like you guys.
Alright, fuck off then. Your Crocs are the way, you dickhead.
Yeah, you look shit.
No, I don't.
Just trying to. You tried to insult us on the way out. So
Yeah.
I tried to insult you on the way out.
You said you don't like us.
Yeah, you don't like us.
I'm
That's
gonna
quite
throw
insulting.
something
Oh, I
at you.
forgot about that.
You cunt.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Like on Wednesday night, be like,
It
oh,
is
it's
gonna be
time to
really
go home.
strange.
I might just run away and not interact with it. I
They
might
all
just
drop
be-
us home, but then we've just got them all here.
It's
It's
gonna be
like,
a parking war.
Raj is gonna be.
just rammed Reg off the road.
So, big nice. You want anything from Londis?
Incredible.
Get her on the pod.
Mum will probably want an ice cream from Londino's.
The four
What,
dad
at fucking
pods.
11 o'clock at night?
About that.
Yeah. She was really like
The four dad pods.
Good old Paulette. Sorry, am I allowed to say your mum's name on the podcast? I don't really care. It's
Yeah,
there.
Becca.
I'm not editing this out.
No. Oh, wait, that is gonna be weird though.
That is gonna.
So, it also is weird that we open in 3 weeks. And we haven't run the show yet.
Haven't run the show.
If we don't run it today, right.
So-
Context time.
The conversation
done.
we had with our director was
For
a
like-
pain in the
For
arse.
like 2 weeks on our sketch, we get like a rehearsal schedule of when we got to be there, what we're going to do that day. And for the most part, we've stuck to it. And for the past like week or two, it's been run Act 1 on Monday, run Act 2 Sunday, like run the whole thing. But the problem is we're running it, and the second there is a slight problem, they stop the whole thing, and we then just fixate on that number or that one bit until it's fixed. And I'm like, and by then we can't run the whole thing, and it's like, that's not the way to run a show. What you've got to do is run the entire thing, do not stop, have the directors write notes of bits that need fixing, and then at the end go, these are the notes, and then fix them. But don't...
and then go back and change them.
But don't stop, because that's when we start forgetting things, I think. I think if we had a flow to follow through the show, that'd be fine. But stopping and starting, I'm like, I don't know where... And then like, go from here. I'm like, I don't know where I am for that now.
Or maybe even we do a run on Sunday. Yes, if that takes the whole session, that's fine. And then we've literally got a rehearsal tomorrow
This is
that
what
you
I
can
said.
then go and fix things on.
I said to Jess or Parker, I said, what we should do is Sunday we run the whole thing, give notes. On Monday, instead of running Act 1, Monday, sort Act 1. Wednesday, sort Act 2. That's what it should be. Longer session, run the whole thing. And then you've got the sessions in the week, fix the little bits. That's how it's going to... We cannot... I am worried that our first run is going to be the dress run.
I also
Or, like that... Oh, I can't... I just thought about the tech rehearsal. That's going to be rank as well.
the tech rehearsal's going to be...
That's going to be
in the
rancid.
pavilion. Whatever you feel about tech rehearsals, the pavilion makes it worse. I fucking hate it.
Also, in a musical where there's no dialogue and it is just song, 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 and people are coming on and off and up and down, it's going to be rancid.
Maybe doing another show in it will make me feel like, oh yeah, I've done this before, I'll do it again. Maybe
Well,
that'll make
I
me
don't
feel the
think so.
theatrical connection. Especially as the way it's laid out, where it literally feels like a village hall with a theatre stuck on the end of it.
It is really weird. Like, you walk in, there's a bar, little gardens. Oh, there's just a fucking stage.
That's it. But
It's like...
well, that's how Con and Downs had their stuff set up as well. I genuinely feel like that's how
Cornwall do not
does
have
Amdram.
theatres. But it's not like they just set up a stage. Like, it's a proper, like, proscenium art stage with dressing... Like, it's got the whole shebang. But then they just get little seats out. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Because you've got a proper... Like, you've got lighting rigs, you've got a proper theatre, you've got a proper stage, and then it's just a hall.
It just feels like a year 6
So
production.
strange. It is so... It does. You're very right.
Oh,
But no, it's going to be strange with, like, all of our parents there, and then they all drop us at the same house.
yeah.
And then we're like, well...
I was thinking, yes, every audience is. It's the racist song. Enjoy it.
Hi, parents!
Hi. You love
Yeah,
this?
our parents will probably be like, whoa, racism!
No, when I told them, yo, I might be dropping out. This is going on. They were like, but that's the song, and I'm like,
Yeah, I think all of the parents would just be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that, yeah.
God, I'm just like, I'm actively. It's really bad. I'm actively like not like bringing up Joseph in conversations with people that aren't already involved in Joseph, because I don't want people to see me do that.
No.
It genuinely makes me mildly uncomfortable.
The thing is, the problem is I'm proud of like, a lot of the other stuff. Like, a
Yeah.
lot of those moments I'm like, that's sick, that's great. And it's just that one song, I'm like, I just don't want... To be honest, I'd happily people see Act 1 and then fuck off.
Yeah.
Nothing happens in
Just
Act 2.
Just take
what we'll
take a
do-
piss 20 minutes into it.
What we'll do
go
is
to
we'll
Canaan
do
Days.
Act 1, we'll do Canaan Days. Actually, no, can we do Brothers to Egypt as well? Just so we can do our corn, they got wheat. I love it. When you get so you're like, they got corn, they got wheat. I love it. It's class.
Oh, it's great. It's a
We'll
great
do those two songs, then we'll fuck up.
That's a proper little. That's the only time where like the focus of the show for about 15, 20 seconds is the Mad Podcast.
And it's you, then me, of just chatting shit.
There is 20 seconds in the show. It's just fully us.
It's great. And it is great.
I love
Let me just grab the narrator and just fucking...
Yip, yip, yip.
That's what I do.
Yip, yip, yip.
Oh, God.
Yeah, banging.
Joseph.
I have other life news.
Okay.
I've fucking done it. I've made 24p off YouTube.
Way! Well done, James.
Thank you.
We love
Yeah,
that.
we crossed the
Do you know
bloody
which video
milestone.
specifically has contributed more to that 24 pence than others?
I believe there's a video that has on its own contributed about 10p.
Love that.
Let's work out my most because we were talking about this last night. Right? Can you, for my benefit as well, but also for the audience's benefit, explain what YouTube decides to do for your first month? So basically, if you didn't know, 1,000 subs means you can apply for monetization. I've done all that. I've applied. I mean, I'm making money. But for the first month, YouTube are a bit weird, aren't they?
So, this might be... I'm assuming it's slightly different for everyone. But at least for me, the first month my channel was monetized, it was like some videos automatically monetized themselves. Because it basically goes, oh, do you want your videos monetized? And I go, yes, just monetized a lot of them. Some of them didn't automatically monetize, so you have to go on and do it automatically. Some of them just will not let you monetize them for the first month. I don't know if that's because they're being reviewed or because it just takes time to update. But like, for the first month, monetization just wasn't working as it should. And then I remember, like, I woke up, had a look, and I was like, oh, now it's all just working sound. I scrolled, and it was all like the green monetization. I was like, oh, what's that? So what the fuck happened here? The first month, at least for me, was a bit... I think YouTube was just having a bit of an aneurysm.
I crossed over into monetization just the wrong time. So the video did well, got over 1,000 views, got like 50 hours of watch time, and I crossed over to monetization in the second half of it. And bearing in mind, I don't think it's been playing ads at the start. It's only like the mid-rolls that I put on it. So it's made me 13p. But seeing as that's over half of the money I've made so far, who should be the master in RTD2?
I love it.
Oh, quite good video. Quite liked it as a video.
Yeah.
Quite good.
So what are you on now? Subscribers?
1,011.
Oh!
So I set like a new year last year
yeah.
like 2k subs, right? And I got to, bearing in mind I went and did my theatre stuff over summer and just didn't upload. And I was thinking, well, yeah, I'm probably gonna hit that because I knew by the time like the 60th specials came, like some videos would bang and all that jazz. Now I've actually like hit 1,000 subscribers before that, and we're also like the 3 videos a week. We're getting good things. Then the 60's gonna come.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's not impossible anymore. No. That'd be quite cool.
That would be sick.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
I'm going out.
Dickhead.
Where are you going?
For coffee to see Holly before rehearsals, remember?
Are
Are you going straight to rehearsals from there? So you won't want to lift? Okay, cool.
Am I right to the dinner we made last night? Am I right to have some for lunch?
Yeah.
Sick, thank you.
Got anything from Towns?
Your mum.
Your mum.
Your
I want to
actual mother.
bend her
Your
over and
actual
show her
mother.
a good time
Your
at Raj.
biological mother. YouTube.
But yeah, I was.
How do you feel?
I said this on the fucking basically because I made like a "we did it" video
nice.
that was basically just I can just get a video out of this. I also want to do, which I want to put a bit of editing into. I want to do like a history of the Nerdy Brit video where I like do a little bit of and then I like edit some old clips in and show. Yeah, that would be cool. But I basically was like, when you make content in the nerdy space, for example, unless it goes like really, really well, like a Super Carlin Brothers, that kind of thing, you're never going to reach like your million subscribers, that kind of thing. You just know that's not the kind of places you can reach as a creator unless you decide to pivot your content, in which place just pivot your content at the start. So got goals like goals like 1,000 and like, you know, hopefully eventually, you know, maybe like 5,000, you know, into like your 10,000s. Those are like the actual like achievable milestones that like still feel very good. So yeah, it's kind of like, but then also it's the other thing, you know, niche references again. Do you remember like back in the day when, you know, there was that stuff about Will hitting a million?
Yeah.
Then it was just kind of like the next day. I think that's the thing. It's not like goals within acting. You kind of like get a role, and it's kind of that big thing of like
You kind of get from role to.
I was going for this role. I got the role. Yay!
Now I'm doing
the role. It's all with YouTube. You're kind of like, I'm at 999 subscribers. This is really cool.
Yeah.
But I know tomorrow I'm very likely to wake up.
Yeah.
And hit that number.
Yeah.
So it's kind of yeah.
What's that thing? I can't remember who spoke about it, but I know Jack spoke about it on the Happy Hour podcast about something called arrival fallacy, I think it's called. Which is, have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is basically like, you're working towards a goal, you do it, and then you're just sort of like, yeah. Okay. Well, and it's kind of like when you finish a show. Like, I know when I finish Joseph, I'm going to be like, I want to do another show now, really. Like, that was, because, like, after you've done a show, it is a feeling of, it's a bit crap, that's over, isn't it? Like, that was a kind of, like, that's been a massive part of, like, our weekly schedule for fucking ages. Like, the Monday, Wednesday has been consistently going to rehearse Joseph. So when that's over, it is going to feel very strange.
God, yeah.
And it always will. I don't think there will ever be a time in my life where I do a show, it finishes, and I go, yeah. Like, it's always going to feel like, that's a bit, what the fuck do I do now? But it now has kind of made me go, doing Joseph coming, we go, yeah, I want to do more shows now.
Yeah.
More shows.
We gotta do some more. We gotta work out what
Panto.
works. Yeah.
I think we need to audition for the comedy during the Panto, because I think it'd be incredible.
It'd be very funny.
We've gone back to shows somehow from YouTube subscribers.
It
does feel
kind
weird.
of, yeah.
It does feel once you arrive at English, like, okay, now what? And you kind of won't get that sort of feeling again, I guess, until you get to like nearly hitting like 1.5K, and then obviously 2. Yeah, it's. I think obviously when you get a nice round number, like when you do hit 1,100, you'll be like, oh, that's
nice.
That's a nice round number. That's sick. Like, it's the little, I guess.
I think the feelings that YouTube's like, it's kind of like a, yes, that video has smashed it. That's class. Yes, oh my god, you know, 1 of 10, 2 of 10, yeah, banging. That kind of little thing, you know. Oh my god, this video's just blown up. That's fucking quality.
I feel like it's little quick wins, isn't it, with YouTube? It's like.
But then also,
you're always moving on to the next one. If I look at a video and it's done really well, I'm like, great. Now I need to make sure the next one does as well. Like, it's always.
I found it interesting for me watching my bar of what a successful video means.
Yeah.
So, for example, I've gone from like at the start of uni, I remember feeling like 30 views on a video was the benchmark to like that has done well.
Yeah.
Now I genuinely feel like if a video doesn't hit 3 figures, it hasn't done well enough for me. Like, and even then, you know, I kind of want to, you know, hit, you know, like the 150s, the 200s.
So even looking at like the 1 of 10, like the out of 10 system, you click on it. Like, I remember before I'd click on it and I'd have like the videos down in like the 9s and 10s would be anywhere between like 10 and 20 views. And then literally one would probably be about 30, and I was like, that's sick, 30. And now I look at it, and if like a 30 view video
is a sting,
that should be like 20 of 10.
Yeah.
Like if I get a 30 view video, I'm like, it's fucking abysmal, to be honest. But that shows progress. Like if you can, that 1 of 10, as much as I hate it, it's like, it's good system to see progress, but it is a bugger if it's bad, isn't it? Like when you look at it, it just says like a set, you're like, that's just not nice. But then the feeling of seeing a 1 of 10, you're like, we've done it.
But that's another reason why I released something like a We Did It video, because then I'm like, I know it's not going to do well, I don't care, and then it pads out my 1 of 10s for the next 10 videos, because then I know
it makes
I've got
everything else look good, yeah. So that's a good point, yeah.
Occasionally you've got to release a
video.
No, it's a shit.
Everything else look absolutely class.
Yes. Tactics.
I think that's a really great
release a shitten,
Fraser.
Yeah.
That's not like me.
I'm going to end the camera footage because
Oh.
because I was going to release a new thing, but then I was releasing a new thing.
Release a new
fucking
thing?
hell.
Oh, God,
But then I
yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
it's 28 minutes.
But I'm glad you clocked on to that because I wouldn't have.
Seamless transitions.
After these adverts.
Oh,
Whoa.
whoa. Whoa!
Oh,
God.
oh no, you fogged up the.
Dusty camera!
There we go.
Fuck.
I thought it just went into unfocus mode again then. I was like, don't fucking can you
Kill
imagine.
myself. Fraser.
What's this exciting new topic, James?
Right. Have you been invited to join a certain thing on Instagram that sounded very fun to begin with, and then every motherfucker and their mum started doing it, and now it's really started to fuck me off?
I'm going to need some more context here, James.
A broadcast channel on Instagram.
Oh my god, I've not joined any of them. Have you joined one?
So
What is it?
Right, so I have joined multiple and now completely regret
What
it.
are they?
So it's basically like, I presume, for example, I couldn't start one. I don't know that specifically.
Yeah.
But basically, it's like you create a group chat, but only one person can talk. Or like, so for example, like, my best example is, because it's the one I've like been like vaguely followed. So like Alfie Indra created
There you go.
one. And then, for example, he just has people that he will just put messages in just to tell them about his life. And, like, for example, like you can, like, add
Is it like
people.
tweeting? But
Basically tweeting, but, like, it's basically, yeah.
so you just open a place where you can just send
Like, we
message
can go-
to, yeah.
But, like
That just sounds like tweeting.
I know, for example, he added Max from Stephen Tries as, like, a
Good.
little admin on it, but then he can also, like, speak. I want to
So
leave
weird.
them.
Can you?
Yeah, I presume you can.
You just stuck there for like.
'Cause it just became very...
That's a really cute dog.
Oh, I fucking love Pip the Wonder Doggo. I'm not joking. It's great. There's an Indrians podcast? Didn't know that.
A what? Oh, yeah, have a look at that. So yeah, it's just tweeting basically.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Right,
literally
so
just,
it's just
waffle.
basic. But they've got threads.
And now I'm part of like this Doctor Who one was cool because it was kind of like, oh yeah, we got the Subwave network where we can basically
Nice.
go, things are happening. Yeah, that one's kind of
That's-
cool. Then I've got other ones. It's just
There's
kind
amount
of
of people that like, yeah, I was like, oh,
pointless.
Joe Sugg invited you. I'm like, why would I possibly? Why?
I just don't particularly care.
But it's kind of rancid.
So yeah, I regret joining those.
I'm not surprised. See, I'm glad I didn't now.
Yeah, broadcast channels are pathetic unless it's the Subwave network.
Mm.
Should Mab do a broadcast channel?
That'd be amazing. That'd be great. You'd love to know what we... Or you could just go follow our Twitter that we never tweet on. Sorry, our
Yeah.
X.
Fuck
Fuck off, you wanker.
Not called X.
No, it's just not.
It's just not. You're lying.
I got a new laptop yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And I was searching... I downloaded X and then searched on the thing to find where it was. X. Nothing came up. Twitter, it was there. So like, it is actually still... Like, that system still knows it's Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's Twitter then. Shut up. No one's calling it X ever.
Exactly.
Literally never is it going to be called X.
No.
Because when like, because he was like, oh, when the new people, like people that are like don't have phones when they try using it, it's going to call it X. I'm like, it'll be something new.
And
There'll be a completely new app that people use. Then it won't even. It'll be like
I
the joke
know.
that Facebook is for old people
Yeah.
now. It's like that's what X will be.
I know I'm not saying anything new or original here,
That's just a bad podcast.
but my God, it just doesn't make sense to just make the worst branding mistake of all time. Just because, let's face it, at some point the bloke went, oh, I want to call a company X at
Yeah.
some point in my life.
Oh, I might as
That's
well call it
literally
this
the
one.
only reason.
Yeah, and it's not even a good name. Where's it come from? And I swear that
Such an
his
L.
child is called X. Isn't it X Ash?
Right, I'm sorry. If that bloke gets shot, I think the
will
world's been done a
rejoice.
favour.
I think the world will rejoice. I don't care. He's such a
I
wanker.
never thought I'd root for Mark Zuckerberg in a boxing match, but
That would be the greatest charity boxing match of all time.
I love how at one point
Elon
they were
Musk
talking about
versus-
that would be in like the fucking Roman Colosseum. That would be mad.
Incredible. I'd go.
I'd
Zuckerberg. Who would the undercard be? Bill Gates versus.
Fraser Oliver versus the Nerd.
I'd love to see you in a charity boxing match.
Nige versus Raj.
Dad's charity boxing match.
Right.
Who would you back?
Right.
Let's say Raj versus Reg.
Right, is that the
Battle of the
semi-final?
Arts.
Semi-final. Raj versus Reg.
I have never met Raj is the problem here.
Right,
God.
without being rude, I think it will all come down to knockout power because I don't think either of them have cardio.
No.
From the look of their frames.
Hello, Reg.
Hello. Does he watch this
No, of
podcast?
course
Thank
he
God. Okay. I love Reg. I love him with his pink shorts.
Okay.
So I think just about. I think I'd go Reg.
Okay.
But I think he's got the power in
Go on,
there.
Reg. Well done. Raj, sorry, mate.
So then you got. I think Dean beats Nigel in the other semi-final.
Thing is, Dean
he's
has got
the reach.
Dean has got unimaginable reach.
He's got the reach, and Big Nigel's skinny fat.
So we've got. So we've got Nige versus Raj to work out our third and fourth place.
No, yeah, right. Okay.
Let's work.
Right. So I think. Can I say this?
Yes. Whatever it is, yes.
I think my dad's UKIP leanings would bring him to a violent rage,
He turned into the Hulk.
and he would batter Raj.
Okay, so we've got Raj at fourth, Nige at third, and then it's Reg versus Dean.
Right, if you're looking for the top 10 best mad moments when we hit 100 episodes,
We already found it. Dad boxing.
Nigel's UKIP leanings.
I actually can't wait to go through and do the top 10 moments from Mammoths. What the fuck? Moments from the last 50 episodes.
would you do 51 to 100, or would you include some of the old?
No, I'd do 51 to 100, I think. I think it'd have to be... Because I think the way we'll do it is I'll name it like top 10 moments from the last 50 episodes of Mab. So from like 51 to 100.
God, a century of Mab.
I still don't think any will be the Morello Cherry.
What the fuck?
That is the
It was
funniest.
just-
It was because you couldn't write that.
No.
The string of words that came out of your mouth will never happen again.
Michael Gambon couldn't act it.
Send one up. No. We just had moment two, Pepper.
To be fair, this entire segment of the dad's boxing match.
Into sending one up for Michael Gambon.
I
Loved
mean-
it. You were great in Docky Woo.
Dean beats Reg, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes. So it goes Raj, Nige, Reg, Dean.
Right. Let's
Jesus.
continue this. What about the mums?
Okay, right. Round one, who are we having?
Right. So I'm gonna let you decide.
Okay.
So we're going. We're going Bex versus Helen to start
Bex
with.
versus Helen. I feel like Helen has got some hidden rage there. I feel like Helen's got some real pent up anger. I think Helen's taken that. Sorry, Bex.
Yeah, go on.
Helen is absolutely destroying Bex.
So then we must
Bex
have.
is too skinny as well.
Yeah.
Like Helen just whack, snaps. There you go. Bex is gone.
Fuck off.
Dickhead.
So we got Paulette versus Claire. Sorry, I know exactly who's losing that. I know exactly who's losing.
Again, I haven't spent enough time with Paulette.
Paulette's a frail old woman.
Okay.
She's like fucking 80. I think she's actually 60.
To be fair.
I think the problem is, I think she's 60. She just looks worse.
Okay, Claire's winning then. So for our third and fourth place, we've got Bex versus Paulette. I mean, they're both real.
I think some of Bex's Brexit means Brexit energy.
That's
would probably
true.
help.
Similar to Nigel's UKIP leanings.
Well,
It's a
yeah,
similar
obviously,
vibe.
you know, Paulette is, you know, white, but
Yeah,
you know.
but
Yeah, I think Beck's got some hidden rage in
okay.
there.
So we'll go
And
Paulette.
also Paulette is just frail.
Like
Every time I see Paulette, I'm like,
Death's Door.
it's bad for a woman who I think Jess said is like 60. She looks like
I love the little look at the camera.
she's gonna drop dead anytime.
Okay, so we've got Paulette,
And then we've got
Bex, Helen versus Claire. Oh my god. I think this will be the standoff. I think this will go on for rounds. This is going to be such a long fight.
Right, my big question is,
Oh,
I never thought I was going to say this today. Does your mum exercise?
To be
Because
fair,
mine fucking doesn't.
She goes to the gym every day. Every morning before work, my mum's at the gym.
Okay, well...
So I think my mum's got it. So I think we go...
Wait, so that just means your parents are just being...
My parents have just beaten up everyone else. My dad's bigger than your dad. So our ranking is Bex, Paulette, Helen, Claire. What was that?
I don't know.
If we still did podcast clips, which we don't think I'll be fucked, that would 100% be a podcast clip.
That'd be great.
That was amazing.
Just put Nige in the thumbnail.
Saturation, man, like a James Marriott thumbnail, but it's just Nige. Oh, we do have fun. Jesus
I think
Christ.
I've said all I need to say, but you told me you had lots of interesting notes coming into this podcast.
Well, interesting is a strong word. Whew.
Do you know what's mad is this podcast, you literally, this conversation in an ideal world, like, it will have been recorded if you watch this as soon as it's uploaded, like 2-3 hours before you...
Oh my god, yeah.
It's mad. Like, I'm literally
It's
gonna
11
go and
o'clock.
edit this right now.
It's like 11 o'clock at this moment in time. So you're watching this as close to live as I think we've ever done.
I think so.
That's mental.
It's the quickest turnaround, I think.
Well done, us.
I don't know. Haven't done it yet.
No. Yeah, let's not promise anything yet.
My horn is not tooted yet.
Consider my horn untooted.
To be fair, though, I'm not sure my laptop will be able to process it all.
Well, if it don't go up by half one.
Yeah.
I think it's today in the afternoon at some point. Oh shit, it won't go up by half one because we're
Yeah, because we were at Joseph.
aren't we?
So it's either it will go up at like 5-ish
It'll be
or...
Monday, won't it?
Do you whack up at 5-ish?
Yeah, see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
The views might just boom.
Blow up.
Boom. Graham Norton.
Graham
No.
Norton, okay.
Good
Graham Norton.
friend of the show, Matt Noble.
Yes.
Hello,
yeah,
Matt.
yeah.
He first of all, he does have a note from us. In one of the episodes, I don't know which episode it was, apparently he got a lot of shout-outs, and he said that's the amount of shout-outs he needs in an episode.
Matt Noble, oh Matt Noble, we love you, Matt. We love the Danish Book Club. You are one talented man. Keep your hair the way that it is. It's long and you look so good. Oh Matt Noble, we love you. Come on the Matt Podcast again. This is to become American. I don't know how.
We love you, Matt. And Ben.
And Ben, we love you both.
Love you both. Anyway,
So I feel like an entire
That was a song.
map-based song.
that was enough, surely.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyway,
This is your segment.
I don't know where this came from, but Matt asked a very interesting question. I don't know. We were talking about. He walked out of the library and he looked like a celebrity. He was in like joggers and a hoodie, the hair, and he had like sunglasses on. I was like, he looks like someone who's just come out of like a shoot and like is avoiding the proper paparazzi. Like, this man looks like a celebrity.
Just let it grow out.
It's
My God,
incredible.
it just
It's remarkable.
but Matt was an attractive human being
Yeah,
before.
he is-
But
he is
my God,
gone
he's
up.
just
Skyrocketed.
someone give me like the clue to go. How do I look like
It's
Matt?
phenomenal. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I said he looks like a celebrity, then we started talking about chat shows. And I basically said the peak of my career, or when I know I've made it, is when I'll be sat on the sofa, either talking to like Jonathan Ross, that sort of thing. And then he asked the question, if you're on the Graham Norton show, you can have 3 guests on that sofa with you, who would you want to be sat with?
Right. So my question is, am I Graham Norton interviewing people?
No, you are on the sofa.
So I'm just
Graham Norton's there, you're on the sofa being interviewed with 3 other people, because they usually have like 3 or 4 people. You're one of the celebrities, you're on there as James Skinner, the actor, and you've got 3 people beside you.
I mean, one of the ones, in terms, obviously, we've talked about many, the classic Graham Norton stories that we love. One of the things that's always given me lots of joy is the fact on the Graham Norton show you can have like the big American like Hollywood superstars come to promote their films alongside like British like
comedians like it's just like, well, there's that, I can't remember who's on the sofa, but I think you've got like I can't remember his name, one of the American like Robert De Niro sort of stuff, and he's just sat there, and you've got I think it's like Tom Hiddleston sat there, and it's like to see those two, like it's like that's
Well, my big example was always The Rock with Kevin Hart.
Yes.
And just Jodie Whittaker sat there promoting Doctor Who, and it's like, these people should never meet.
No, but I'm so glad they have.
Right,
So would you want someone like that?
I'm allowed to. Yeah, I kind of want some. Right. I kind of want someone else to be there promoting Doctor. So right, Shooty, you're gonna come on the sofa.
Lovely.
We're gonna have. Obviously, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have David Tennant. He's come on to do whatever he's.
Is this a documentary special?
He's promoting, not specifically. He's not promoting Doctor, but then we could just be like, because obviously the kind of like the celebs one can just kind of like little share stories.
I guess that's the other question. What are you on there promoting? Why are you on this sofa?
I'm on there after my Oscar win, and I've got my new Netflix series, which has just gone to #1 in the Netflix charts.
What's it called?
Saving Private Fraser.
Good. That's original. That.
So I've got Shooty specifically for Doctor Who and Doctor Who based conversations. David, just so I can be like, David, we're on the same sofa. And then I want like a really like big,
esteemed.
1 second, guys.
So that'll be me washing.
Washing machine. Just to let you know. Right. I'm never giving you Calgon again.
Washing machines of longer with Calgon.
And then
High esteemed
celebrity. Then I'm gonna get Madeline. No, I want like because like The Rock would be such like a funny answer. I want like a right Barack Obama.
Holy shit.
Barack Obama. That's my dream lineup.
Okay. The other question he asked, which was really interesting, is what would be your story that you're telling? So it has to be like, it can't be like if you were now at the age you are put on the Graham Norton sofa. Is there a like acting-y story that comes to mind that you go?
Scottish Goat would really be up there.
It would have to be.
It would. If you know, you know. I'm not going into that story again, but yeah, I think it would probably have to be Scottish Goat.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I've had like because it's got to be like. It's got to be like good and it's. In like a brilliant way, it's got to be a bit of like a take the piss out of yourself kind of story.
Yeah, it has.
So that's probably what I'd get. What about you?
I've gone a very different direction with like she's been on there before and she's amazing. I'd have to have Miriam Margolyes on the sofa just because I love Miriam Margolyes. I'm trying to think people because I don't want people that like I'm just gonna sit there and go, oh my god, it's this person. I can't concentrate on anything else. Miriam Margolyes, John Cleese, because I want to be like someone who's done and Monty Python. I fucking love Monty Python, and we'll have. Who should we have? I want someone a bit younger. That's a sofa who's 1 inch away from death at the moment. Sorry, that was too far. Who should we have young? We'll have. I want like a serious actor. Who's a good young serious actor? So like Miriam Margolyes and John Cleese, we need someone to break up the. Who could we have that's like a...
Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, he's very serious, Mark Wahlberg. We'll have Mark Wahlberg on there. Actually, no, Jim Carrey. Because I know he's not a serious actor, but he's got like the way he talks about it is a very like...
Then again, that one time he came on the Graham Norton show, he wouldn't stop talking.
He wouldn't, to be fair. But I feel like he would talk. Hopefully he's...
Yeah, that was... He's gone a bit weird.
Yeah.
What story would you tell?
Again, I haven't had... I mean, there was one moment when we did Made in Dagenham at college, and I was stood, this is niche time, Blake K Theatre, you've got, like, the entrances, and then you've got, like, the doors either side. I was stood in one of those little wing bits behind the door, in a moleskin coat, with a mic on, a scuba mask with goggles and flippers, and I remember just standing there and going, what the fuck, what? How is this a study? Like, I genuinely remember standing there going, this is like a study. I'm getting a degree in this. And that was like... And then before I knew it, I'd opened the door and was flipping across the stage.
Was that during
singing.
a show, you thought?
Yeah, genuinely. Before, cause I went off
I probably saw that show.
So they're like, oh, I do like to be beside the teeth. That bit.
Yeah.
And I was literally stood there in the wings. No one else was there. Because everyone else was on stage.
I thought... Doesn't Ellie follow you?
But she does, but she was like sorting props out because she kind of took over stage management for some unknown reason. But so I had, flippers on, shorts, a massive moleskin coat, and scuba equipment. And I literally just went, how is this? How am I getting a degree in this? And then, yeah. So that was quite a surreal moment. That's the thing, you want to have a moment that, you want to have a story
Yeah.
on Graham Norton that's like Ian McKellen's Punami. That's so great. What a legend.
Fantastic.
When Ian McKellen dies, I think I will just kill myself. I don't see the point in living with Ian McKellen. There's people that people are like, oh, David Attenborough. I'm like, yeah, but he's been on death's door for about 40 years.
Be original.
He's literally been on death's door for the last 45 years.
Aye.
For me, it's Maggie Smith. Because even taking out Harry Potter, Downton fucking Abbey.
I mean, I can't tell you how I know this, but out of 100 people polled, between 25 and 30, only 25 people and 30, or it was like 27, 28 people, only that many people knew who Maggie Smith was from a picture of her face.
Was it a good picture?
It doesn't look, you can't really correlate that to like McGonagall, which obviously her big
Is it
role.
more Downton, Maggie Smith? Or even...
It's not like the easiest to like correlate that to like the role she's done.
But still, come on, it's fucking Dame Maggie Smith, you dickhead.
Do you have any more for us?
Pumpkin spice, I had written down, but just because I fucking hate anything. Like, the problem is pumpkin spice, I'm sure, is a lovely flavour. Maybe it is. But the problem is coffee shops around this time of year fucking put it in everything. Surprise, surprise. I quite like, because I love, like, when a coffee shop does, like, a seasonal drink. I'm like, that's cool, I'll try and drink. But it's always got pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that. Fuck off with your pumpkin spice. What the fuck? With your pumpkin just came in here earlier. Oh, I've got a pumpkin spice cookie. Fuck off. Why would I want pumpkins? No one eats pumpkin. When was the last time you ate a pumpkin?
I don't.
I have never.
I've ever eaten a pumpkin.
Look, I've had pumpkin like flavoured things, and that's rank. Why would I eat it? Fuck off. The American's like, ooh, pumpkin pie. Get a grip.
No,
have an apple crumble, you dickhead.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I don't get that, but pumpkin pie.
What are you doing? If you're having a pie, put some apples in it.
Steak.
Yeah, steak and ale. It's not difficult, cunt.
That's an NPC without any instructions.
What was he looking at?
There was a proper little there was a cheat. So literally, as I
the window's like right there.
And it was literally just like
He just stopped outside our window and just went. Not to us. They didn't look at that. Would have been terrifying if he looked at us. He just looked at the van and just walked off. I assumed he was looking at someone behind him, but then we've not seen anyone.
What
was
fucking
that was surreal.
That's a bit odd.
Before we go, I think we should talk about what we're having for tea tonight because I'm really excited.
I can feel like my balls tense.
We're having a roast dinner. Not just that, we're having a roast beef. I'm so excited.
I think just get the fire going, crack a beer open.
Oh, do you have any beer?
No.
I might finish some gin off, to be honest.
Yeah.
We don't have class till like 1 tomorrow, do we?
I do. Yeah, I do need to learn my lines. I am learning my lines.
You're learning your harmony lines.
Was the reference?
We do this all the time, where we take a moment that's happened and we so like do such a far
story on the
removing.
podcast?
I don't think we have. Right, we were in town, and our music director for Joseph. But the thing is, I didn't see him walking towards us. I only saw him when he was like here. He like speed walks past us and just shouts, "Are you learning your harmony lines?" That's it. But we took that one line, and it's now turned into like, "Are you learning your harmony lines?" Which it never was.
It's never been that either. It's never been.
Are you learning your harmony?
It's always been.
Are you learning your harmony? Which I guarantee, I would love to play back that moment. Because I guarantee Chris has not even thought about that moment since. But we've turned it into such a big joke. When he probably just went, "Are you learning your harmony lines?" and moved on. But we do this, I can't think of it. There's so many moments that we take and we just escalate them into some massive thing. When they're just fucking not. Are you learning your harmony lines?
I thought it's still evolving.
Yeah, it is. It's not stopping.
Oh,
We do have fun.
I kind of need a wee now, so bye.
See you.
I stood up and then was like, I'm going to end it, and I felt like that felt really sudden.
Subscribe, dickhead.
Yeah, I'm just going to trust you.
Subscribe. comment your fucking favourite roast meat.
Would your mum beat our mums?
Yeah. Is your dad bigger than my dad? I didn't think so. My dad's bigger than all dads. Not in that way.
Sick.
See ya.